Hey everybody, I'm Eva. Thanks for joining. Today's video is all about me and my bags. This is a tag video, and the title of the tag is Bags Don't Lie, What These Bags Say About Me. This tag was created by Bits and Bags and Nothing But Bags. I love the names of those channels, by the way. And I was tagged by Jessie Style, Tanya from Bits and Bags, and Autumn Beckman. And of course, I will have those creators and their videos linked below in case you haven't already seen them. I'm going to start this video by pulling out my Birkin because, like, what does this really say about me? Well, it could say a lot of things about me. Maybe it says that I'm obsessed with material things, or maybe that I care what people think about me or my channel, or just in general things like that. I could go on and on and on. But really, what I think this says about me is that I'm extra. I'm very extra. It's extra in that it's handmade. It's extra in that it was made by the luxury house Hermes. It's extra because it's exactly what I wanted. I picked out the color and the hardware combination because I got it on the pre-loved market. I got exactly what I wanted. So yes, I'm extra. I like nice things and I like them to be the way that I want. A little fun fact, I almost named my channel Eva Extra or Extra Eva or some combination of that because I like alliteration, but I just couldn't figure out which order I liked best or if it sounded right at all. So I ditched that all together, and just went with the Fuchsia Floyd because of the alliteration and also because of the play on the famous band Pink Floyd. But anyway, that just goes to show that I'm definitely extra. And by the way, I am planning on making a 1-year reflection video since I've had this bag for about a year now. So that is on my list of videos to film in the near future. So next is an MZ Wallace bag. And I think this is pretty much a complete contradiction to where we started with the Birkin. This says about me that I'm also very practical. So yes, I'm extra, but I also have a very practical side. I don't wear my Birkin every day. There are days where I just need and want to have something more practical and more user-friendly, just easier to take out. I don't have to worry about it. And I find that MZ Wallace bags are some of the most practical bags that I've used before, and I like collecting them and having different MZ Wallace styles and patterns in my collection. This is one of my newer bags. It's a small Sutton. It has the New York print because it reminds me of the trip that I went to New York earlier this summer. The background color here is a navy color. MZ Wallace calls it Dawn, but I love the inside as well because it's a seersucker fabric, and you can actually feel like the little ridges of the stripes when you touch this. So it's really cool, both on the exterior and interior features, and they have lots of internal organization, and they're just very easy and fun to use. Okay, so the third point, by the way, I have a total of 5 points to share today. The third one is that I don't take my bag collection too seriously. So yes, I have a Birkin, which to some people might think that's pretty serious, but I also like novelty bags and bags that make me laugh or that I think have a sense of humor. And one example is this. This is my Anka Barbu bag. It's hand painted. It has the splatter effect. It's in the color fuchsia, which of course I love. But most importantly, I love the saying in here is that this is not a Birkin. This is not that. And I really like the lightheartedness of that, and that it's kind of like a joke. It makes me laugh anyway. But I also have some other novelty bags that keep things light and fun. For example, this Coach pumpkin bag. By the way, it's time to get this one out and start using it. And another little novelty bag here is this Shearling pillow tabby. They're definitely unique and they do get attention, so I do get compliments on all of these novelty bags. Not that that's why I enjoy novelty bags. I don't use them and wear them just to fish for compliments, but it's like a nice byproduct of when you wear something that you love and that you think is fun, that other people notice it as well. And one more aspect of not taking my bag collection too seriously, or not taking myself too seriously, I guess we could say, is by using these very fun and playful charms. And I know that some people think they're juvenile, but I don't care because I like them. So here's one example that I got lately. This is the Coach cassette charm. And I also love these super cute jelly cat charms. And this might be a good time to mention that I enjoy seeing other people style up their bags with the boo-boos. That cute, ugly aesthetic is not quite my thing, but these kinds of charms are, where they bring back nostalgia or they just like make me smile because they're so cute. This is an example of, just keeping the bag collection light, fun, happy. They just bring me a lot of joy. The fourth category of bags that I would like to talk about that I feel like reveal something about me are vintage bags. I love vintage bags because They don't pretend to be something they're not. They have age, they show their character, they show their wear, and even with their age, they still retain their classic style and beauty. And here's one example of that. This is the Madison collection from Coach, and this is the smallest of that collection, which is the Gracie. I have 3 sizes from this collection, and I've done a video about that before, but I just love this little Gracie because it's so cute and it's so minimal in its design with the sleek lines. I just think it's adorable. Plus I love this little Amazon charm that I added on here. And another vintage bag that I just love so much is this vintage Quart, and this is in British tan, and this has a lot of bumps and bruises. I have not conditioned this bag or cleaned it because I just like the state that it's in, which is really rough. And you know, I have to be honest, some days I feel really rough too, but we still have a lot to offer. And I just think there's a really cool correlation between loving vintage bags, loving things how they are, loving their imperfections, and still finding their usefulness, their beauty. There's just a lot to offer when you get up there in age. So I'm saying that about my vintage bags and also about me, I hope. And the last category of bags that I want to talk about are bags that are unique and different and edgy. Perhaps my presentation style here is pretty, you know, like in the box and predictable, but really I have other sides of me here that I like to express with my bags. I like being edgy, I like being different, I like having things that are unique. And this puzzle I think really shows this side of my personality. So this is a special edition. It has all the zippers around it. I've shown it several times on my channel recently, so I won't go into a lot of detail about it here, but I do think it's a great example of this side of my personality, which might not be so apparent at first. And here's another bag that shows that same style. This is the Coach Rogue Cube, and I love it because it's different. It has an edgy quality to it with having the black, shiny, crinkled leather and silver hardware together. And I've accentuated that here with the Coach Snoopy charm. So these are 2 great examples of my alter ego that likes things a little edgy, a little punk rock. It's here. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, I first of all really appreciate that. Maybe you weren't surprised by any of these choices, but if you're new or newish to my channel, I hope this gives you some more insight, helps you get to know me even better. I'll tag a few creators below so that we can keep this tag going. Thanks to the creators who tagged me, and also to Bits and Bags and Nothing But Bags for starting this fun tag. And as a reminder, all the videos will be linked below. All right, well, thanks for watching. You take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.